If you would have told me at that time, if you would have told young me, young S, if you would have told young S that the love I had for this beautiful 28-year-old would disappear, would be drained out of me like water over a sink, like air out of a balloon, like oil out of the bottom of a car. If you would have told me, I wouldn't have believed you. But in that moment, I could feel it draining from me. I'm looking at her face. Evil nostalgia, bad nostalgia, negative nostalgia. I'm looking at her face. 20-year-old me, 28-year-old gorgeous her. I'm looking at her face. And I know what I know. And 15 seconds ago, 30 seconds ago now, I would have done anything for her. I would have been looking at her wearing what she's wearing. And I would have wanted to jump on top of her and give her that good deep business so good she thinks it's Christmas, like I have been doing damn near every night for the past 6, 7, 8 months. But now, no. I could feel the love and caring I had for her draining from my body, methodically. And just like that bottle upside down over the sink that you spun around so the air could smoothly fill the bottle and replace the water until the bottle was empty, I could feel something filling the space. And you would think it would be hate. And if I was less hurt and less destroyed and loved her less, it might have been hate. But it was something different. Something even worse than hate, because I didn't know at the time, and I know as an older guy, if a woman is breaking up with you and she's still mad at you, you know, in some cases you may still have a chance because she still has emotions in your direction. I've been mad at people and they have been mad at me. And because we were still mad, we still were able to feel emotions for the other person. There was still something inside of us, some kind of emotional attachment. And we were able to get back together. But in this case, oh no, it was not hatred that replaced the love. It was indifference. And that's even worse. You ever run into an old friend, maybe an old college friend or an old high school friend, right? And they were a good friend back in the day and you haven't seen them in a decade or two, right? But they're not the same person they were 10 years ago, 20 years ago. No, they're not the same person. You were friends back then, but you lost contact for whatever reason. And you're happy to see them. You shake their hand. But if you really think about how you feel about them emotionally, they are literally just one step above a stranger who was nice to you. Because sometimes if you run into a stranger that's nice to you, hey, I still got some gas on this pump. I put too much money in, man. Hey, man, why don't you pull up? It's probably like $5. You might as well get this $5 of gas, and then whatever you want to get, fill up whatever else you want. Hey, man, I still got some time on this meter, man. It's like an hour from this meter. Hey, man, take this ticket, man. Put it in your window and get big gas. Oh, man, I left my wallet. You know what, man? I left my wallet too, man. You know what? Here's $5, man. No, don't worry about it, brother. It's that somebody does something nice for you like that. Somebody holds the elevator. Somebody lets you cut in front of them in traffic. They're a stranger. You don't know them, but they did something nice for you and you have a positive feeling. And if you notice, seeing that old friend, the positive feeling is just a little bit more than that. They're just one shade above. A little bit of a difference. Now, why did I say that? I say that because the level of indifference that I had toward this particular lady was one shade above something else that I could compare it to. You ever been standing in an elevator with someone that's talking to someone else? You know they're there and they're talking, but you don't give a damn about what they're saying. I was one shade above that feeling for this particular woman, because now she's talking. She's looking at my face and she realized that I had aged about 10 years in 15 seconds, because now, even though I'm still 20 years old, I have been damaged by her actions to the point where I now have the emotional maturity, at least in romantic situations, of a 30-year-old.